The night falls slow around our side of town. Streetlights flicker, no one's rushing down. Coffee's warm, the fire's gently bright, but the silence says we'll stay till morning light. You said it's tough, but still you hold on tight, like every word we said could mend the fight. Porch swings creak and moon's half in the sky. We find the strength not to say goodbye. Every scar and every tear brought us closer, kept you near. Though the road was rough and long, we're still here, we're still strong. When hearts don't quit tonight, under the same old stars, we hold on tight, no matter the miles or scars. In the quiet, in the fight, with every wrong and right, love's a flame burning bright. When hearts don't quit tonight. Remember the times the weather turned cold, our hands found warmth, stories shared and told. Not perfect souls, just two trying to be, writing our story, one heartbeat free. Every break and every fall built a bridge, we crossed it all. Through the storms and all the rain, it's your voice that calls my name. When hearts don't quit tonight, under the same old stars, we hold on tight, no matter the miles or scars. In the quiet, in the fight, with every wrong and right, love's a flame burning bright. When hearts don't quit tonight. No promises made that we can't break, just a vow to learn from every mistake. Side by side, through the darkest haze, we find our strength in the simplest ways. When hearts don't quit tonight, under the same old stars, we hold on tight, no matter the miles or scars. In the quiet, in the fight, with every wrong and right, love's a flame burning bright. When hearts don't quit tonight. So here we stand, while the world lets fly. We won't give up, won't say goodbye, till morning breaks and the new day's sight. We'll keep our hearts, we won't quit tonight. Porch lights dim, the air's still. Old photo frames, dust on the sill. We built a fire bright and loud, shared dreams beneath a cotton cloud. Summer nights and worn out boots, your laugh was loud, the sweetest truth. But storms rolled in with quiet feet, changed the rhythm, changed the beat. We held on once, now hold on less, caught somewhere between love and the mess. After the sparks have fallen down, we're picking up pieces all over town. Once set ablaze, now cooled and gray, still trying to find our way. After the sparks have fallen low, where all the feelings come and go, we wear the scars, we count the cost in the aftermath, trying not to be lost. Mornings taste like cold black coffee, your empty chair, a missing hobby. Photos peek from a worn-out book, every line's the way we took. Words unsaid hang heavy now, silent rooms uncertain how. Goodbye came without a sound, lost somewhere that loved ones found. After the sparks have fallen down, we're picking up pieces all over town. Once set ablaze, now cooled and gray, still trying to find our way. After the sparks have fallen low, where all the feelings come and go, we wear the scars, we count the cost in the aftermath, try not to be lost. Maybe someday the fire will find new wood to burn, new ties to bind. But tonight we sit two roads apart, carrying heaviness inside our hearts. After the sparks have fallen down, we're picking up pieces all over town. Once set ablaze, now cooled and gray, still trying to find our way. After the sparks have fallen low, where all the feelings come and go, we wear the scars, we count the cost in the aftermath, trying not to be lost. The porch light fades, the night moves on. In quiet moments we still hold on. The clock ticks slow on our old wall. Pictures faded, but memories call. Last night the fire burned low and cold. Your eyes told stories left untold. Bottles empty, quiet fills the room. Lost the fight beneath the silver moon. I reached for you, but you slipped away. Words like worn boots that fray. What love says not anymore. The porch swing sways with no one there. I feel the weight of the thinning air. Words unsaid like letters lost at sea. This bitter taste is all that's left for me. What love cost us tonight is a silent goodbye. Empty chairs around the table where laughter used to lie. A price paid in broken moments and tears that won't dry. What love cost us tonight. In the stillness we cry. We played the game, we let it slide, counting scars where pride died. Now all that's left is a quiet fight, reminders of what love cost us tonight. What love cost us tonight is a silent goodbye. Empty chairs around the table where laughter used to lie. A price paid in broken moments and tears that won't dry. What love cost us tonight. In the stillness we cry. The stars look down on what's left behind. Price tags on hearts and ties that bind. Last night the rain hit harder than before. A house of cards fell silently on the floor. We built our world on promises and glass. Every crack showed a story that we tried to pass. The porch light flickered while the night grew cold. Our hands slipped slowly, letting go of what we hold. Counting the cost and the hours we lost. Love ain't free, not when it comes with so much gloss. When the pieces hit the floor, we found out what love was fighting for. But sometimes hearts bleed more than they meant. At the breaking point where silence bends, we paid the price without a coin. When the pieces hit the floor, your eyes told tales I never wanted to hear. Quiet storms brewing crystal clear. Words hung heavy like the smoke in the air. We were two strangers tangled in a snare. Counting the cost in the moments we're torn. Love ain't easy, pieces hit the floor. No heroes here, just two souls in the rain, learning that love can hurt like pain. But in the rubble, maybe something grows, a lesson in loss, a seed to sow. When the pieces hit the floor, we found out what love was fighting for. Sometimes hearts bleed more than they meant. At the breaking point where silence bends, we paid the price without a coin. When the pieces hit the floor, last night the rain washed away the score. We left us standing, but we're braver than before. I found your old jacket folded on the chair. The faded denim and worn out threads still hold the air. Sunlight hits the floorboards where we used to stand. Time froze right there like a picture in my hand. We drove those endless roads, chasing hopes and miles. Laughed beneath the neon sign, shared secret smiles. Now the coffee's cold and the porch swings still, listening to the silence that time couldn't fill. Every corner's painted with the stories that we made, but the colors are faded. In this frame we stayed, still frames of us in a house that won't change. Photographs frozen in moments arranged, caught between yesterday and the now that won't heal. Love standing still in the aftermath we feel. Your boots by the doorway gather dust and regret. The rain taps the window where the sun had set. I reach for the laughter, it slips through my hand like footprints erased from a cold, quiet sand. Memories like rivers, they carve where they could flow, but here in this stillness they only seem to slow. Still frames of us in a house that won't change. Photographs frozen in moments arranged, caught between yesterday and the now that won't heal. Love standing still won't change. Photographs frozen in moments arranged. Caught between yesterday and the now that won't heal. Love standing still in the aftermath. We feel. So I'll hold these still frames, keep them close tonight. In the quiet where time lost its fight. Sunlight bleeding through the open blinds. Coffee cooling on the porch just like our minds. The summer heat wrapped round the frayed edges of promises we almost lost in sharp, slow wedges. Late night talks, the kind that stretch and fold. Hands that trembled on a truth too bold. We stood at the crossroad, worn and bent, counting all the miles and time spent. There was a moment, heartbeat caught in doubt. Words that might have burned what we can't live without. But we held on to the strings of a threadbare melody that only love could sing. Almost let it slip, just a breath away from the dust that nearly claimed our yesterday. Old photographs in a weathered frame, smiles that weather storms but feel the same. We trace the damage, the cracks and bends, learning how fragile can still defend. Words left unspoken could have torn apart, but we patched the quilt with a steady heart. But we held on to the strings of a threadbare melody that only love could sing. Almost let it slip, just a breath away from the dust that nearly claimed our yesterday. In the quiet aftermath them strong today. The sky was heavy, clouds about to fall. We stood there silently, feeling it all. You said we're on a thin line, might slip away. I've been counting moments, trying to find a way. The nights got colder, words were few and sharp, but I'm still fighting for the beat of your heart. It's not the kind of love that fades with time. It's tangled roots deep in this worn out vine. We're holding our ground against the wind and rain, picking up the pieces from what we nearly gave away, fighting for us again. With every breath we're lost, finding hope in the bruise, fighting for us again. What we almost lost. Remember that morning, the sun broke through our fight. The way you reached out, pulling me back to life. We've got scars and stories, but not a single regret. This love's not done, not just yet. It's not the kind of love that leaves the past behind. It's blood and soil, the quilt that we'll find. We're holding our ground against the wind and rain, picking up the pieces from what we nearly gave away, fighting for us again. With every breath we're lost, finding hope in the bruise, fighting for us again. What we almost lost. When the night feels endless and silence gets loud, I swear I hear the promise we've both found. No giving up, no turning back this time. In the fight for us, your heart still beats with mine. We're holding our ground against the wind and rain, picking up the pieces from what we nearly gave away, fighting for us again. With every breath we're lost, finding hope in the bruise, fighting for us again. What we almost lost, holding our ground in the dust and the fight. Love still found. was cold that night, the sky was torn. We held each other close against the storm. No golden fields or easy days to find, just restless hearts wired in a bind.
When the lights go out tonight, I find my mind's replaying you. Every melody I hum, it slips on your name like it always do. Coffee cups and county roads, worn out boots by the porch like glow. You laugh and the whole world feels alright, then you're gone when the stars start to show.
I try to sing some other tune, but the strings just call for you. Your name's in every song tonight when the lights go out and the room is quiet. Can't play a chord without you near. It's your melody I always hear. That jukebox down at Mabel's plays our song the whole night through. Every note reminds me why I'm still chasing after you. I try to sing some other tune, but the strings just call for you. Your name's in every song tonight when the lights go out and the room is quiet. Can't play a chord without you near. It's your melody I always hear. Maybe one day I'll find a way to let this song move on and stay. But until then, you're the refrain, turning silence into your name. Your name's in every song tonight when the lights go out and the room is quiet. Can't play a chord without you near. It's your melody I always hear. And the lights go out, you linger on in every tune. My heart's your song. The sunlight's fading, paint peels off the walls. Coffee's growing colder in that chipped ceramic cup. We trace the cracks like lines on our palms, wondering how we held on for so long. Remember Saturday nights by the riverside, sneaking glances underneath the city's tired lights. Old vinyl spinning, record scratch a tired tune. You said this could be our forever beneath a silver moon. But the silence is loud in the space between us. Words left unsaid, stacked like the dust on the shelf. How did the colors turn to grays unnoticed? Can we paint a new picture with these broken shells? This is how we love before the cracks take hold, balancing on edges too sharp and cold. And every smile hides a story torn apart, fragile frames. This is how This is how we love before the cracks take hold, balancing on edges too sharp and cold. And every smile hides a story torn apart, fragile frames. This is how we got on. So here we stand on the edge of the night, holding the pieces of what felt so right. Fragile frames, breaking slow apart. This is how we loved with all our hearts.
Driving down this dusty road, windows down, a heavy heart. The sun's burning low, but with you every mile feels like a start. I knew from the first glance there was fire in your eyes, but I held my breath tight, caught between truth and lies. You smiled with storms hiding just beneath that light, and still somehow I found my courage that night. A friend said it's crazy to believe in something so unsure, but every heartbeat called me back, telling me there's more. Loving you was stepping through the storm when fear was loud and my heart was worn. Every doubt that tried to pull me down only made me hold tighter to this ground. Yeah, loving you was the bravest thing in a world where certainty fades and slips away. Rain-soaked nights and morning fights, the roads were never smooth, but in every tear and every laugh I found my truth. Watching you from the porch with that stubborn, hopeful grin, I realized love and brave is how every war's won within. And no promise is perfect, and no easy way through the night. Just two flawed souls choosing to stay and fight. Loving you was stepping through the storm when fear was loud and my heart was worn. Every doubt that tried to pull me down only made me hold tighter to this ground. Yeah, loving you was the bravest thing in a world where certainty fades and slips away. Not every day's sunshine, hell, sometimes it rains, but between the thunder, love's what remains. We're imperfect, we stumble, but this much is true. The hardest roads lead me straight back to you. Loving you was stepping through the storm when fear was loud and my heart was worn. Every doubt that tried to pull me down only made me hold tighter to this ground. Yeah, loving you was the bravest thing in a world where certainty fades and slips away. And driving on through wind and rain, where love is warm but still remains. Loving you
bravest thing I've ever done. Worn boots on dusty ground, long roads with no clear sound, faded signs, a restless pace. Each step led me closer to your face. I carried stories marked in skin, old battles fought lost within. Beneath the quiet I'd often roam, finding pieces in places I called home. Silent rooms where screams could have been loud, a heart that hid beneath a cloud. But every scar's a map that grew, tracing the path that brought me to you. Road maps of our broken trails, winding through storms and forgotten tales. When quiet shouts were all I knew, those scars led straight to you. Beneath the silence, I finally found a love that's more than just sound. Road maps of our broken trails, guiding me every time silence screams. Rust-stained fences, cold midnight air, eyes that look but never stare. I kept my distance, held my ground, until your voice pulled me around. No need to say the things that hurt. You saw through cracks where light had burned. Every mark, every bruise and line led me to where your hand met mine. Road maps of our broken trails, winding through storms and forgotten tales. When quiet shouts were all I knew, those scars led straight to you. Beneath the silence, I finally found a love that's more than just sound. Road maps of our broken trails, guiding me every time silence screams. Not every road is smooth or clear, but all the pain helped bring you near. No need to hide, no need to pretend. In these broken paths we'll mend. Road maps of our broken trails, winding through storms and forgotten tales. When quiet shouts were all I knew, those scars led straight to you. Beneath the silence, I finally found a love that's more than just sound. Road maps of our broken trails, guiding me every time silence screams. breaks through curtains, coffee on the porch, two worn-out chairs, a weathered wooden torch. You laugh about the weather, I point to the sky. Simple moments like this, no need to ask why. Old pickup truck sitting, paint chipped and torn, license plate bent from the nights we stayed till dawn. You hum a song rusty, I tap a warm beat. Dust rises from the gravel under our feet. It's not about the fireworks or a grand parade. It's in these quiet roads and the promises we made. This is how we love, somehow, in the everyday, in the here and now, not written in the stars, but in calloused hands, in the ways we understand. No need for perfect lines, no need to prove in every little thing we do. This is our own kind of vow. This is how we love, somehow. Night falls on the farm fields, crickets start to sing. You pour a glass of sweet tea, I hand you my ring. Not flashy, not grand, but it fits just right. Like the stories in your eyes, lighting up the night. It's not about the tales or the glory we're told. It's in the silver linings and the hands we hold. This is how we love, somehow, in the everyday, in the here and now, not written in the stars, but in calloused hands, in the ways we understand. No need for perfect lines, no need to prove in every little thing we do. This is our own kind of vow. This is how we love, somehow. Through storms and faded maps, through laughter and fights, we carve our story out in these simple nights. No firework finales, just steady and true. In the hum of the morning, I find home in you. This is how we love, somehow, in the everyday, in the here and now, not written in the stars, but in calloused hands, in the ways we understand. No need for perfect lines, no need to prove in every little thing we do. This is our own kind of vow. This is how we love, somehow. Just two hearts on a road, learning how to grow in this quiet kind of love only we know. The morning breaks through a restless night. The coffee's brewing soft and bright. You're tangled in a fearless fight, but I'm here, holding on tight. You wake with fire behind your eyes, chasing dreams beneath white skies. When every door feels like a wall, you swear you'd catch me if I fall. for you. Remember that cold and windy night, lost your way, couldn't find your light. I held your hand through slippery ground, kept you safe and never let you down. No mountain too high, no river too wide, I'll fight with you, stride for stride. I'd do it all when hope is loud, when the world gets tough and the roads unpaved and proud. Through storms and doubts, I'll carry you through, because every step I do it all for you. Even when the stars refuse to gleam, I'll be your anchor and your steady stream. No need for fear, no need to run. We're stronger here together as one. I do it all when hope is loud, when the world gets tough and the roads unpaved and proud. Through storms and doubts, I'll carry you through, because every step I do it all for you. Yeah, I do it all, I do it all for you. Driving down this dusty road again, sky's burning low behind the grain. Maps tucked away, heart's a compass spinning. Two words hang heavy on my lips, stay or go. We sat by the fire when the night was still warm. You said forever, but the embers turned warm. Hands that once held me now shake with doubt. I'm caught between the warmth and the flame burning out. Every flame leaves a mark that won't fade, and every choice we make writes a story told. I see the crossroads in the morning haze, between goodbyes, chill and the fire's blaze. Walking through the fire, searching for a sign where forever feels distant and goodbye so unkind. Torn between the ashes and what it used to be, between goodbye and forever, I'm lost trying to see. Morning dew on the porch where we first met, promises carved in wood start to chip and fret. You said, hold on tight, but the flames lick too close. I'm burning at the edges, trying not to lose what we chose. Every spark has a price, every night has its dawn. Our fire's not gone, but something feels wrong in the glow of the moment. I wish I could stay, but there's a line that bends between night and day. Walking through the fire, searching for a behind the blinds, 2 coffee cups, cold at night. Windows crack but hearts hold tight. We're missing words in a silent fight. Used to dance in kitchen lights, laughing loud on Friday nights. Now the room's too quiet still, our empty chairs tell what we feel. Bills spread out on the countertop, lost in numbers, can't make it stop. But somehow here we choose to stay, side by side, come what may. We broke, but stayed in the dark. No flashy signs or neon sparks, just broken pieces on the floor. But we're holding on to something more. Your worn out boots by the door, stories told of better shores, dreams deferred but not forgotten. In the silence, love still begotten. Counting days with empty pockets, yet finding strength when shadows knock it. We're bruised but still standing tall, trying hard not to let it fall. We broke, but stayed in the dark. No flashy signs or neon sparks, just broken pieces on the floor. But we're holding on to something more. Maybe one day the sun will shine, warming up this tired old spine. Till then we walk this tightrope line, fragile hearts still intertwined. We broke, but stayed in the dark. No flashy signs or neon sparks, just broken pieces on the floor. But we're holding on to something more. 2 souls weathered yet aligned, and brokenness a love defined. The last light fades behind the hills, dusty roads and distant thrills. We grew up on that old dirt track with worn out boots and backpacks. Every laugh beneath that sky felt like home, no need to hide. But seasons change and so did we, chasing dreams beyond the trees. Yet no matter how far and wide, there's a place where hearts confide. This is where our roots remain, through all the sun and pouring rain. 1,000 miles couldn't erase the feel of that familiar place. When hearts don't quit, they find the song of where we truly belong. Friday nights and Friday lights, fireflies. Mama's porch and Daddy's smile made the hardest days worthwhile. Though roads may lead us elsewhere now, we'll carry those memories somehow. Every step we take reminds us strong to keep the melody all along. This is where our roots remain through all the sun and pouring rain. 1,000 miles couldn't erase the feel of that familiar place. When hearts don't quit, they find the song of where we truly belong. No matter the miles or time apart, that old town lives deep in our heart. A compass set to that worn out road, guiding us back to our shared abode. This is where our roots remain through all the sun and pouring rain. 1,000 miles couldn't erase the feel of that familiar place. When hearts don't quit, they find the song of where we truly belong. Where our roots run deep and strong, that's where we always belong. Quiet morning light spills through the old screen door. Coffee cup warm like the hands I knew before. That old rocking chair still creaking with the breeze. I swear I see you somewhere around the oak trees. You packed up your bags right after July, left on that dusty road with no goodbye. But the lilacs by the fence still bloom every spring, like they never got the news that you wouldn't be coming. I talk to the past like it's sitting right here, swearing on the porch I can still feel you near. Love didn't leave, it just stayed behind in the cracked wooden floors and the grapevine, where the summer wind hums in the old elm leaves. It's still on this porch where we never said please. Your boots in the hallway still gather some dust. I know you're long gone, but I'm holding on to us. The barn light flickers like it's calling your name, even though the silence feels more like a blame. Memories roll like thunder through the pines, each one a photograph frozen in time. Love didn't leave, it just stayed behind in the cracked wooden floors and the grapevine, where the summer wind hums the grapevine, where the summer wind hums in the old Everleigh. It's still on this porch where we never said please. So I'll sit here and wait where the heart still believes. On this worn out porch, love never truly leaves. The road unwinds beneath my boots. Dust kicks up like memories that stung. We carried weight we never spoke, a quiet storm before it all was done. Sunday mornings and 2 black coffees. Your eyes told tales, what lips tonight? Words tangled up in stubborn pride. We built our walls too tall to climb. I saw the cracks you tried to hide. In every glance the distance grew wide. We were never easy, like worn out boots on rocky ground, walking miles of silence where lost words were found. Every goodbye was the hardest fight, but we held on till the last light. Oh, pieces left between the lines. Remember nights under wide open skies, laughter soaked in the summer rain, moments soft as a lullaby, fading slow to a bittersweet refrain. I chased the smiles, you hid the pain. Two hearts tangled in the same refrain. We were never easy, like worn out boots on rocky ground, walking miles of silence where lost words were found. Every goodbye was the hardest fight, but we held on till the last light. Oh, pieces left between the lines. And in the quiet after the storm, I find the love that kept us warm. Not in the words we said or heard, but in the space where hearts concurred. We were never easy, like worn out boots on rocky ground, walking miles of silence where lost words were found. Every goodbye was the hardest fight, but we held on till the last light. Oh, pieces left between the lines.
Now the road goes on beyond our story, but your voice still rides with me in all its glory. We sat there, the night hanging heavy like fog on the farmlands. No words, just the crickets taking turns in the fields. You stared at the old porch light, flickered a shaky glow, like the times we tried to hold on when the cold wind started to blow. The screen door closed softly, a sigh from the empty room. We bottled up the quiet, not knowing it'd spell our doom. Every glance was a question, every pause was a wall, waiting for a word, any sign to break the fall. When the silence broke us, took more than we could bear, like a storm that's been hanging in the thick summer air. We almost gave up where none dared to speak, two hearts standing close, yet miles apart, weak. That old kitchen clock ticked loud against the quiet night, hands frozen at the moment we lost the fight. Your eyes told the story better than any line could say. We were miles away, inside the same day, tried to find the words that could stitch what was torn, but pride held us hostage, each feeling scorn. When the silence broke us, took more than we could bear, like a storm that's been hanging in the thick summer air. We almost gave up where none dared to speak, two hearts standing close, yet miles apart, weak. Maybe somewhere there's a road back past all the still and all the noise, where broken words turn to whispers of hope and lost dreams find their voice. When the silence broke us, took more than we could bear, like a storm that's been hanging in the thick summer air.